Two every 27 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. Every time somebody goes out to buy a loaf of fucking bread, a new coup starts.
Yeah, and that's the problem, man. Nobody knows who's leading who. It's all just these random, like, little armies who all think they're in charge. And nothing ever gets better.
Like, what are they fighting over?
They
Like,
probably don't
what
even
the
know.
fuck is there to even fight over? Like, what is there even worth fighting for? That's what I don't understand. Like, what are you defending? Don't take my fucking hut. Like, I don't get it.
Um, I think the Congo's got, like, diamond mines and shit, doesn't it? That's like where blood diamonds come from and shit. That area.
Yes.
And that's why they call them blood diamonds, because people die for them.
That is right. I saw the movie.
I did not.
It's a great movie. I enjoyed it. It's got Desmond Tutu is in it.
Really? The actual
Yep.
Desmond Tutu?
No, I don't know what his name
No.
is. First black name that came to my head. To be honest. Oh man.
There's that
There you
one.
go. So all their biggest resources are diamond, gold, copper, cobalt, tin ore, and coltan.
Oh, so that's just everything that's important in the world. So yeah, they don't have much there.
Oh, and timber and oil.
Oh, yeah, well, fine, good. They got nothing.
They got nothing. So that's what they're saying. So now we know what they're fighting over.
Shiny
Massive
fucking
amount
rocks.
of wealth. Yeah, a bunch of shiny fucking rocks.
Oh, that
Wood and
used to
oil.
be Zaire.
Oh, really?
Zaire.
Congo used to be Zaire?
It is
How
not
about that?
anymore.
Oh, how about that? I thought Beirut was long. I didn't even know that Beirut still existed. I thought Beirut had ceased existing as a country fucking like decades ago.
Beirut's not a country. Beirut's in Lebanon,
So Beirut is a town?
as far as I know.
So maybe that's what it was. Maybe was Beirut used to be? Did Beirut used to be a country?
I believe it's always just been the capital of Lebanon.
No. For some reason, I just thought because I have growing up, we had neighbors from Beirut, and for some reason, they made reference at one point saying that they can't go back because it doesn't exist anymore. So I wonder if something changed.
I don't know.
Oh,
I was too
I don't
young to
know.
really understand what was going on, but it's good to know it's still happening.
I don't know. I just remember the only reason I remembered it was because when that Tom Hanks movie where he's stuck in the airport, that kind of stuck in my head thinking, I know somebody who was in that situation, sort of. They weren't stuck in, in their country, but he was stuck in
But
the
they
airport.
were banging Catherine Zeta-Jones?
Yes.
That's awesome.
The whole family. Oh, it's one of the oldest cities in the world. It's been inhabited for over 5,000 years.
And it's been in civil war for 4,999.
Not lying on that one.
No, really.
There you go. So very, very interesting. I didn't
Yeah,
know that
but
about Beirut. I'm going to read up all about them later.
kind of fucked up that it's right back.
And now it's been leveled.
Oh no, just 15 miles of it.
Hmm. Oh, by the way,
That's
speaking
not
of,
true. It was less than 15 miles, but
well, up to 50 miles have saw the effects of it from like shattered glass and whatnot. But yeah, the initial blast zone was
15.
Was it all? I thought somebody thought it was like 5.
15 miles is fucking far.
Yes, it is.
And there's just a fucking hole where that building was.
Yeah, you see like the water. They created a new little pool. If you see the area, there's an aerial shot showing the before and after. It's fucking craziness.
Yeah, there's a few different ones.
Trump is suggesting that it was a bomb.
Of course he is.
just it goes, what happened is terrible. They don't really know what it is. Nobody knows yet. But what the fuck is it here?
Everybody knows.
But it was a bomb of some kind. Yes, I think it was. I think they seem to think it was an attack. It was a bomb of some kind.
It absolutely could have been, and it's pretty weird that like that shit's been stored in that building for 20 years, and it just randomly goes off now.
Just happened to explode now. And there is something else. There was a ship that was there that was. There's I caught something about saying there's a ship that was sitting at port out front of it when it went off that got destroyed in the blast that nobody's talking about because there was a whole bunch of shit on that ship that wasn't supposed to have been like known about or something.
Well, in that area of the world, there's a whole bunch of shit on every ship that's not supposed to be talked about.
That's very true.
So that's not surprising. But I saw a thing. Someone was like, some guy, he's like, I was a soldier in the 80s, and I saw those animals kill a bunch of my friends, and they're just getting what they deserve. I'm like, it was 30 years ago. Like, what the fuck? No, that would be like if my daughter got blown up, and it's like, oh, good. She just got what she deserved. Like, no, nobody 30 years later is getting what they fucking deserve. Don't give me that fucking shit. That's the worst. It's just like the worst outlook I've ever seen. Oh, it's karma. No, that's not how karma works. This is a horrible fucking thing that happened to people that we don't remember the war. You don't remember. You thought it was a country. You don't even know. No recollection. I don't really know. I remember the name. I remember that's where all the bad guys were from in all the movies when I was little.
Yep.
I don't know the nature of what went on or why we were fighting there or whatever, but I don't think anyone from Lebanon, like, I actually know a Lebanese guy. I don't remember who he is, but I know one. That's going to bug me. I think he's a drug dealer. I don't know. But I don't think, like, his kids should die because it's karma. Like, that makes no sense. That's such a bullshit fucking way to look at it.
You mean it's almost like the same thing as like blaming people of today for slavery from 120 years ago?
Right,
kind of
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Or even like, I don't want to see anyone from Afghanistan get hurt because of 9/11 and then go, ha!
Yeah, they got what they deserve. No!
That's not how it should be. That's not how we should be looking at things. And no, they didn't. And you don't get what you deserve because of the acts of, because you're from a place where that happened. Or you're from, like, that's like saying Germans for the rest of their lives only get what they deserve.
Yeah. No.
So stop that shit right now.
NoFX said it best. Judge me for what I've done, not for the color of my skin. That's fucking right.
It's not even that. It's most of them are white. That's the thing. People from the Middle East are all fucking white. Most of them. So it's like it's judge me from the fucking part of the map I'm from that might change, and I won't be from that part in 5 years. You never know.
Yeah.
Chechnya didn't exist 20 years ago. It was just all Russia.
I'm pretty sure Beirut looked very drastically different 30 years ago to what it looks like right now, and I'm pretty sure.
Well, not right now.
Well, right now it looks the same. But...
Yesterday, you'd be right.
Yesterday morning. Let's just say on Monday.
That guy who's just getting out of prison in China, he's like, oh, thank God, Beirut looks the same.
Yeah, at least that hasn't changed. That's so bad. Oh, that's just genius.
Oh, God, so that's still going on, eh? No, well, kind of not, but yeah, a little bit. We don't know.
You know, I
would love to see him just fucking give a speech at the UN. I was in there for 30 fucking years in a Chinese prison and nothing's fucking changed since I got out. You're doing the same retarded, stupid shit. Put me back in the goddamn jail. I'd rather get tortured than listen to this crap. Fuck you, Michelle Obama. You have no idea what depression is.
Your low-grade depression.
27 years.
Have you in your entire life, Eric, you have been around a lot of people in your life. Have you ever once heard anybody even utter the phrase low-grade depression?
Only when they're explaining the after effects of a bomb. And it leads to low-grade depression in what used to be a port in Beirut.
Right. I'll even call that a low-grade depression. That's a big fucking hole. Oh, man. That's just so good. Oh, fuck yes.
What do you do? I call a low-grade psychologist to help you?
You get the psychologist that barely passed.
Do you got a D student I can talk to?
I don't need one of the A students. Yeah, I'll need anybody who's like right on their game. I just need somebody to sit down, play some fucking games while I'm talking to them.
You're a lovely lady, Miss Obama. You're more than welcome to join us on our podcast anytime you like. We're on
But if
Spotify,
you mention
right
fucking low grade, if you fucking mention low grade depression to me, bitch, I swear to God,
as long as
I'll show you what the fuck depression means.
As long as you don't mind low grade humor, we're in.
That's low brow humor. Sorry. You know, the article I have open here about where Trump's saying that the Lebanon blast might have been an attack. I just love the fact that in the middle of this whole thing where they're talking about like all the stuff and how he's talked to these leaders and everything else, they still had to put in the middle of, like, literally in the dead center of this article, the fact that they had to mention George Floyd.
Oh, of course.
What George Floyd has to do with Lebanon now is just beyond me. But
did he try to pass a fake 20 there?
Maybe. More recently, defense officials struggled to explain what Trump meant when he suggested the military was planning to play a role in distributing the coronavirus vaccine. What does that have to do with this fucking article?
I have no idea.
I'm not going to read the whole thing just because that's just how fucking retarded it is. You are talking about Lebanon. That's what you're talking about. Talking about coronavirus and George Floyd has nothing to do with any of this.
But that's how the news is nowadays. That's how every news story is. They go,
yeah.
And in Lebanon there was a massive explosion and had ammonium nitrate, and we don't know George Floyd COVID.
Yeah.
Oh my God. George Floyd caused COVID because he bombed something in Lebanon. And you're like, I don't think that's right. No, I swear. And people have no idea. People don't even know what they're not knowing. Because none of it makes sense when they spit it out at you like that.
You know, one thing I am going to say about this blast of Beirut, whoever built that giant building right in front of the blast, the one that took the initial hit, I would hire them to build any structure because that fucking thing is still standing.
No doubt, eh?
Like, it's the only thing standing for like a quarter mile. It's the only thing standing. That's it. Everything else is completely leveled.
I've always said, I have nothing. I've never said anything like it of this sort.
I'm still surprised you stopped. I was expecting still something.
No, that was nothing. Beirut.
And all the other like what we know about the blast so far. You know nothing.
I'll tell you what we know about the blast so far. George Floyd COVID.
Racist.
That's just how it goes. This isn't gonna. The blast in Beirut just goes to show you that COVID vaccines don't work because of George Floyd. And you're like, what?
Wait. Huh?
I have no idea what that means. Black Lives Matter! And everyone just cheers and you walk away. That's how you win elections.
That's it, apparently.
That's
all
you have to do. I'm going to start running on that.
Might as well. I mean, fuck.
You don't even just have to be like, I didn't start COVID. And people will be like, yeah. And you're like, Black Lives Matter. Woo. Beirut sucks. Or what happened there does. I'm not sure yet which.
I'll let you know in a week, and then I'll change it the week after.
People go, that guy is fucking on the ball.